Hey guys, it's Kami, and today I'll walk through the latest update. First of all, I would like to talk about the recent issue with shovels and bottles. For those who have lived under the rock for the past week, devs have blocked the ability to buy, get and use shovels along with bottles. To explain this shortly, basically some players were abusing the system with shovels. They filled their inventory with random items that you could not get by using shovel, along with two types of black crystal sculptures. In this way they could receive only black crystal sculptures. But the main point is that energy was not consumed for those unreceived items. So that means that they were basically endlessly digging through the desert in a search of black crystal sculptures. In order to stay alive in the desert, those players used wizards and wishes healing. Basically, they just created a macro with correct timing for the whole cycle. Anyway, this issue was fixed in a way that now you will need 2 or more slots for gathering. I haven't tested it yet, but now you should be able to receive and use shovels along with bottles. Since this issue was present on all servers, if you are playing on the other server and you still can't use them, then it will be fixed for you on the nearest update. Witch Awakening is up, and here is the translated Awakening skills tree. Now let's look at the skill changes. Warrior, Ranger, Sorceress, Giant, Tamer, Valkyrie, Blader, Plum, Kunoichi, Ninja, Wizard and Witch. The usual plus 100% combat XP event for 1 week. Mystery of the Distant Sea, an offline event that will be held on 12th of November. If you're interested in this one, I will leave the link with full details in the description below this video. Now let's move to the other changes. You can now interact with NPCs and objects on the run during non-combat state. Fix the missing stuff in some of the witch poses. Some visual fix for the plum as well. Minor changes to auto-run. New fishing titles. Shaved male hairstyles are now prioritized over hairy equipment changes. As always, price changes. Drastically lowered the prices for black crystal sculptures, concentrated magical black stones and green equipment. You can see the result of that on your screen. Added Kutum weapon, Kutum aura and Kutum box. For those of you who don't know, this is an alternative to Nuvera's secondary endgame weapon that drops obviously from Kutum. Added new alchemy and cooking tools. Added new production clothes. Totems were unified into one C totem group. You can now receive byproducts from crafting Hulk and perfume elixirs. Change the position of all summoned bots. Changes to lots of food items. Updated the description of few items. Now during the drink of beers from Oktoberfest event you will be invincible. Well, I still have quite a few of those, so kind of great I guess. Now I can always drink in the huge crowd of mobs. Effect of imprint spell stone on the mount items will now be applied to camels and elephants. Change the names of mount related tickets. Basically they just renamed horse tickets to mount tickets. You can now use imprint spell stone on the accessories. Added Kutum chamber and some changes to the titium valley textures. Lots of minor changes and fixes related to the guild. You can now use beer for workers even during their work. So basically now it will be a lot easier to keep workers working all the time. Fixed issue with workers stopping working after the completion of one work task, and some other minor improvements related to workers. Now you can also turn off the display of workers on your screen in the game settings. Added new knowledges and quests. Added Kutum world boss. Added new NPC and some minor modifications to a few other NPCs. Lots of UI related fixes and minor changes. Added button to change between combat non-combat state in dying window. Now for gathering you will need 2 or more empty slots in your inventory. Change the sound effects during the character movement depending on the armor materials. Added forced enhancement from plus 16 to plus 18 for green items only. It will use 7, 12, 30 pieces of concentrated magical black stones respectively. And the maximum durability will be decreased by 100. Few minor changes and fixes. And few other additions not mentioned in patch notes. Added necklace of Shultz the Gladiator. And now the other ones that might be up or will be up somewhere in the future updates. Added a couple of islands. Added new titles. Added Awakening Ancient Ruins. Added instant portal items. That's quite an interesting addition. Added skilled professional and artisan boatmen for the ships. Added Etheria sail bot. Added 8 slots costume inventory expansion and 8 slots equipment inventory expansion. Which is kind of strange. Are they going to split current inventory into equipment and clothes? Or is it just a cash shop inventory expansion and a weird name for usual inventory expansion? I haven't heard about that from Korea, so I guess we will find that out somewhere in the future. Cash shop items. And that's finally it for this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.